So here's iOS 17 standby mode. This is how it looks like. So to enable it, obviously you need to upgrade to iOS 17. You can already upgrade to iOS 17 beta. And then you just need to plug into the charger, and then you need to, third thing, you need to put your phone into horizontal position. And then you have this really cool horizontal kind of frames. So here I can just swipe it. I can view photos. I can view like different dates. I need to unlock to view photos, but some of the things you can see here, and then you can swipe down or up, and you can see all of these additional, standby filters, which is pretty cool, to be honest. Like, so for example, just the clock, you just select different clocks filters. Then for example, photos, and then you just have this as kind of just photo frame near your bed, for example, and then you can just swipe it down. Oops. So why is that happening? Because actually your phone also reacts to your motion. So you can disable or enable that in a standby. So then I don't know, you just need to go back from your phone if it's using Face ID, and then it just needs to lock up, or you can just lock it up like this. But then, okay, so as you can see, I'm still discovering myself how to use it. But standby is enabled by default. You don't need to additionally enable it. You can just control some settings, like night options, either whether you want it to react on motion or not. Also during the night, it has this additional cool red filter. So you can explore that. So yeah, how to enable standby mode on iOS 17. So here's how it looks like, as you can see. So what you need to do, so three things. First, you obviously need to upgrade to iOS 17 beta, iOS 17 or iOS 17 developer beta if you want to try it right now. Then second thing, you need to charge your phone during that. Third thing, you need to put your phone in horizontal mode. So it should be in the landscape mode like that, near your bed or anywhere. And then, then what you need to do is just, so here I can just, let's say there is no standby mode, you just put it like that. So it should be in the landscape mode, not horizontal, just landscape. And then you just put it in the landscape mode like that. And after some time, it will automatically enable itself. If your face is near it, it will also automatically unlock it. And then you can just swipe through different things, like through different widgets, and then whatever, you can set them up like this. There are all types of widgets, all types of clocks, calendars. You can just swipe up and down to change widgets here in the standby mode. It's pretty cool. So yeah, and then you can just swipe down, and then it automatically filters your photos by different categories. It can be nature, it can be cities, and then it's kind of using AI to categorize photos, people, and then nature, for example, it just discovers these photos. Then you can just swipe around like that. Like, for example, there is a clock, and then you can just change different views for your clock. So for example, if you want to enjoy this cool view, you can just swipe around like that, and then you can just kind of see the timing. So yeah, that's basically like an overview what you can try out here with this standby mode. Pretty exciting. A lot of people like this feature. It's one of the most anticipated features of iOS 17. So yeah, and what's happening now, so as you can see now, is just the color is changing to red. Why is that? Because it's like kind of night mode, and you can enable or disable it in settings, and then if you have this night mode, this kind of becomes reddish. I don't know how it identifies if it's night, maybe during the hour, or yeah, but yeah, so try it out. To swipe through the widgets, you can just go to specific view. So for example, here is time and calendar view, and then you can just swipe down, and then you can just see different types of calendars and yeah, reminders and all of that. Then to see different type of content like photos, you just swipe to the left, to the right. Then you just swipe up again to see different types of photos. And I actually really like this, photo frames option, because it's like you don't need to buy some Aura frames or some other devices specifically for your photo frames. It's pretty cool feature. And then photos, you can swipe between featured, nature, cities. And then here, for example, if you just go to the clock, you can just swipe through different widgets here as well. So that's how you just change the layout. That's how you enable. So currently there are like clock, photos, and then just date kind of calendar, and then you can swipe through the stocks. Again, clock, date, weather, some some reminders and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool feature. How to swipe through different photos in standby mode. So here, all right, so there is some Snapchat. So here you just have photos, so you can swipe to the left or right to access that. And then if you swipe then up or down, you see some featured photos, and then in the bottom you see some like different types of photos. So there is nature, there is cities, and there are people, cities, nature, and then there are featured photos as well. So yeah, that's how you change different types of photos here. So just you can access in the settings, there is a new standby tab. It's enabled by default. So you don't need specifically go to enable it. It will work automatically as soon as you enable iOS 17. So you can turn it on and turn it off. If you turn it on, there is also always on display setting, which is also enabled by default. When always on is enabled, the display will intelligently turn off when not in use. When attention is detected, iPhone will not sleep the display. So you just can enable that, and then it kind of, I actually like it enabled, because then I don't know, then it just doesn't turn off all the time. Always on, if you just disable, it will turn off more often. So yeah, then you also have night mode. Standby presents in a red tint with low ambient lighting and motion to wake. So night mode, what it does is just add this kind of red filter to your photos. So yeah, that's basically the idea. And yeah, so we can just take a look how actually it looks like on the phone. I just checked it out. I occasionally found out that it works. For it to work, you just need to put it, in the landscape mode. It should be connected to power. And then, yeah, it's pretty cool. There are at the moment just like 3 types of informations: widgets, photo frame, or a clock. I especially like the photo frame option. If you have some nice photos, of the mountains, beach, whatever on your photos, in Apple Photos, it will automatically go through them. And yeah, you don't need to buy like additional Aura photo frame or some other thing, or it's pretty cool. And then on these newer iPhones, It's pretty nice resolution, and it looks nicely in during the night, and then you can just put it near your bed, and then yeah, it looks pretty cool, like a photo frame. And yeah, also it's your phone. I don't know, like if it's, how it impacts your battery. Will it gonna heat up your phone, or things like that? So I have no clue about that. So yeah, but give it a try. Super cool feature, which you can definitely try out. And yeah,